Well, you can look at this two ways. The Minnesota Vikings' luck continues because they're entering their bye week next week and they're getting some important rest before the Detroit Lions matchup, which is a massive divisional round game. Or you could look at it as maybe the Minnesota Vikings' luck is starting to run out. But either way, Aaron Jones goes down with an injury against the New York Jets, has to leave at the end of the first quarter. His stat line in this football game was very limited because he didn't play for much of the game. 7 carries, 29 yards, 4.1 yards per carry. Got substituted by Ty Chandler. 14 carries, 30 yards, 2.1 average per carry. And you could feel the absence of Aaron Jones in this football game because Ty Chandler just isn't as good as Aaron Jones. Not many running backs in the league are. And Aaron Jones' presence has been vital to the Minnesota Vikings being a 5-0 football team this season. He's not watched. He's not even close to being watched. And I'll be curious this offseason to see if Aaron Jones remains a Minnesota Viking because he's been an important part of Sam Darnold and the Vikings' offensive successes this year with play action and with his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. That's what I love about his game. He's such a good pass-catching running back. He mossed a guy in the first quarter when Nick Mullins entered the game. Just completely jumped over a defender and caught the ball, came down with the ball. So his presence was definitely missed in this game when he went down. But the good news is this. According to Pro Football Talk, the initial word is that by the time the Vikings return to action after their Week 6 bye, Aaron Jones should be good to go. He hurt his hip. And another good sign about this Aaron Jones injury was the fact that he did not have to be carried off the field. It's not like it was a situation where there were trainers surrounding him. He put his arms around multiple teammates or trainers and they had to carry him off the field. No, he just hobbled off the field. Take a look at this.
Start fast. Quick snap here. Jones, right tackle. He's taken down by Jamian Sherwood. And I believe this is going to be just shy. Scott Novak holding things up, but now stepping away on a 3rd and short. Darnold with the keeper.
So I've been on some teams, Rich.
So you can see Aaron Jones hobbling off at the end of this play. And this was the last play that he was a part of during this game. So at the end of the first quarter, with about a minute left, Aaron Jones left the game. But as I was saying, he didn't have his arms over the trainers. It's not like they had to come out to the field to check on him. He hobbled off. So the fact that the Minnesota Vikings have their bye week this week is extremely lucky and fortunate because if the Minnesota Vikings offense wants to continue their success like they had during the first 4 weeks of the season, well, they're going to need Aaron Jones against the Lions, against the Packers again, and against the Bears because all of those teams have been looking really good. The Bears looked terrible for the first few weeks of the season, but they're still 3-2. They still have a winning record. They're the worst team in the division right now, tied with the Packers. But those teams aren't bums right now. It's not like they're 1-4. They're 3-2. They got winning records. And the Minnesota Vikings have only played one divisional round this game. They got to still go through the best division in football to make it to the playoffs. So their Vikings are going to need Aaron Jones for the rest of this season. And it sounds like it's not going to be a long-term issue. He's got the bye week to get right, to get healthy, to get it figured out, and he'll be back. Hopefully it was just a precautionary thing, but something that I love and a sign of a great running back in the NFL is when this situation happens. The quarterback hands the guy the ball, and, well, going to my water boy, the quarterback say hike, and You know, I try to get to those guys, and then I tackle the quarterback. And then Lawrence Taylor comes on. Next step, or next lesson: don't smoke crack. But anyways, the quarterback says hike, hands Aaron Jones the ball, and there was a play in that first quarter where a New York Jets defender disrupted the play right away. Like, he was in there immediately. But what was impressive about it was Aaron Jones' ability to elude that tackler as soon as he got the ball. And he turned a negative 3-yard loss into a positive play. And it wasn't much of a positive play. It was like a yard, if that. But it wasn't a negative 3-yard loss. Didn't completely stifle or ruin the drive for the Minnesota Vikings. So it was a big deal. And that's what Aaron Jones brings the Minnesota Vikings. He takes 4-yard losses and takes it into 2-yard gains. He takes broken plays and makes them decent plays. And that's something that I think is a sign of a very good, if not great, running back. And Aaron Jones brings many dimensions to the Minnesota Vikings offense. So it sounds like he's going to be back soon. And that is an extremely good thing for the Minnesota Vikings success moving forward.